Yes guys, I am not dead, and in this video I'm going to show you guys everything you need to know about Bitcoin and why Bitcoin will probably go down really big in the next couple of days. And I'll also tell you guys exactly why I have not been uploading for the past 5 days. You may already know it because of my last video. However, I was on a 7-day vacation and I just couldn't make a lot of videos simply because the Wi-Fi was really shit. But I am currently back. I just got off my flight from Greece. I actually was there. But yeah, in this video I'm going to show you guys everything you need to know because a lot has happened since my last video. Because right now Bitcoin has been like absolutely crazy, and the last time I made my video was just after that massive ETF fake news that came out, and after that Bitcoin has pumped over 8%. So in this video I will show you guys everything you need to know. But first of all, I want to actually show you guys a clip from my last video because I was completely right on my Bitcoin prediction. I was telling you guys that this week was probably going to get filled up completely, and if you actually went into a long position just after that video went live, you would have made a shitload of money. So quickly watch this clip right here.
And I actually wouldn't be surprised if we potentially fill up the entire week in the next couple of days or weeks when Bitcoin gets even more bullish news.
Like I told you guys, in the next couple of days or weeks, I was expecting the entire week to be filled up, and guess what just happened? We filled up that entire week, and we even went a lot higher, which is really bullish. So my prediction was of course right. Now, secondly, Bitcoin is right now pumping like crazy. Also on the weekends, yesterday we saw a pump all the way towards $30,400. However, we are right now dumping a little bit to the downside again, and that's actually quite obvious if you was actually awake, or if you were looking at the chart, and if you was able to get into a shorting position right here, then you might want to leave that short position open, because Bitcoin is right now not looking bullish at all in my opinion. And if you are short, you could potentially make a shitload of money, especially if you went short right here. Why? Well, it was really obvious that Bitcoin was going to crash to the downside really quickly. Why is that? Well, first of all, if we look right here, Bitcoin created a CME gap around this level here at $29,700, and Bitcoin was trading all the way at $30,400. And we all know that if Bitcoin pumps over on the weekends, we always get a retracement either on the Sunday or on the Monday, because we always tend to get filled up that CME gap. We always fill up that CME gap. So that's currently what happened, and we are still trading a little bit above the CME gap. So in the next couple of hours, I am still expecting Bitcoin to drop even further to the downside in order to either not create a CME gap at all, or of course just fill up that CME gap on Monday. So yeah, that being said, right now, why is Bitcoin pumping this much, and why do you not want to be bullish right here? Well, if you actually look at my Twitter right here, we are currently pumping because a lot of people are getting overly hyped bullish about the SEC approving a potential ETF. We already got that fake ETF news which pumped us up like crazy, but right now a lot of speculation is going on when this ETF is going to get approved. For example, right here on my Twitter, you can see the SEC is working closely with the ETF issuers in order to resolve and approve all Bitcoin spot ETFs, which is of course really bullish. We also got Cathie Wood said in a recent Bloomberg interview, if hashtag Bitcoin spot ETF gets approved, they will be approved all at once. And even more bullish news, the ETF hype is going crazy. Everyone is getting hyped for the ETF, and yes, it will of course bring a lot of money into Bitcoin again if they do decide to get approved. However, I am not expecting those ETFs to be approved for another 3 months at least, or about 2 to 3 months. Somewhere in that time frame they will be approved, but not before the 10th of January. And right now there are still 2 to 3 months where Bitcoin is just not going to do anything. The ETF hype is going to die out, and the ETFs will not be randomly approved. So that is right now why probably we will not get an ETF approval all the way till the 10th of January, which means that Bitcoin is right now pumping on overly hyped news that is not going to happen at all. Everyone is expecting the ETF to be approved tomorrow or something. Not sure what everyone is thinking, but right now we are just starting to get a little bit overly bullish. If you look at the sentiment, but also if you look at Twitter right now, everyone is extremely bullish, and I'm just not bullish at all right now. Right now, of course, in the last few days you wanted to be bullish bullish right here, or when I made my last video 5 days ago, that was the perfect time to be bullish. Right now you don't want to be bullish and you don't want to be longing right now. I will definitely don't want to long this, because Bitcoin is right now trading into massive resistance. This resistance right here, right here, right here, and also right here. This was just massive resistance to $30,400 area, and that's why this area is also so freaking easy to get if you decided to short that level. We can see right here that on Binance, the price perfectly went to $30,400 and immediately got rejected. This was really obvious, and if you caught a short right here, then congratulations, because Bitcoin is probably going to come back all the way down to at least $28,500. Why $28,500? Well, right now we are creating another consolidation phase, it seems like, at least, because we of course got a lot of consolidation phases already right here, and we are just switching from consolidation phase to consolidation phase. That's how Bitcoin works. We trade from consolidation range, then we pump to another consolidation phase or dump to another consolidation phase, where Bitcoin will not do much at all. Right now we can see that a lot of volume has been traded in this exact consolidation phase, meaning that it's really hard to move through this range, meaning that there is just going to be a lot of consolidation in this range. That is why I think there's a massive chance that we are going to touch $28,500 in the next couple of days, potentially weeks, and maybe even just go sideways for a really long time. However, there's also chance that we are going to dump brutally to the downside, and that will cause a lot of panic into the markets, and I'm going to show you guys exactly why this will probably happen. However, I just do want to say that if we do decide to get some random ETF approval tomorrow or next week or some crazy bullish news, then of course nobody could know that, and that could potentially send Bitcoin already into a bull run. But right now I'm not expecting that to happen at all, and I'm actually expecting a move to the downside. However, if we do decide to get any news and flip this level, the $30,400 level, if we do decide to flip that, then I'm overly bullish and I'm going to full long with all my money I have. However, right now it just doesn't seem like that is going to happen, and you might want to jump into a short position with some USDT over on Bybit. That being said, right now Bybit is hosting a massive 1000 USDT airdrop for all my followers. I did this especially to all my followers. So if you're watching this right now, what you want to do if you don't have a Bybit account yet is you want to go to the first link in the description. You will get to this page and you're going to click on join now. All you need to do is, in order to win $200 completely for free, all you need to do is deposit $100 or more within the next 7 days and trade $1,500, and then you're literally eligible for a free $200, which is absolutely crazy. You can literally get a free $200 airdrop from Bybit, not from me, but from Bybit. Completely real. Go to the first link in the description and check it out, because $200 for free, not sure why you wouldn't want that. And also, not a lot of people are actually probably going to enter into this giveaway, because my channel is just traded not that big at all. So there's a really big chance that you do decide to win, so go check it out. That being said, right now, why Bitcoin is not looking bullish at all? There are actually a lot of reasons why. However, the first one is that we are right now creating a perfect head and shoulders pattern. We can see the left shoulder is already created, the head is already created, and right now the right shoulder is also getting perfectly created, as you guys can see right now. And if we just get a small dump to the downside, then that will confirm this head and shoulders pattern, which will be catastrophic for Bitcoin. And if we look at what the potential target is going to be for this head and shoulders pattern, then let me show you guys that right now, because a potential target is going to be all the way right here at $22,800, and that's also exactly where we have a lot of support right here. However, if we do decide to break all the way down to $22,800, then in my opinion we are just simply going to drop all the way right here to $20,000, because that is of course where we have our next area of massive support and where we still have a CME gap laying, which means that we will also fill up that CME gap, which is really important because it still has not been filled up. So yeah, there is a massive chance right now, and I know not a lot of people are bearish right now, but I am actually bearish that we are going to drop to the downside, and I'm actually going to open a shorting position, which I will probably announce either on Twitter or Telegram. I have everything linked in my description, and if Bitcoin decides to go crazy, I will also announce a trade over on my YouTube channel, so make sure to like and subscribe. We are right now also creating a triple top, meaning which is also one of the most bearish patterns you could have think of and you can create on the chart, because a bearish A triple top takes a really long time to create, and this just means that it's really bearish. So yeah, right now not looking good for Bitcoin in my opinion. This is of course my own opinion and how I am going to trade. I will definitely not enter any long positions right now. That being said, I would really appreciate it if you could like this video, subscribe to my channel, go to the first link in the description and claim a free $200 airdrop by simply going to the first link in the description. And that being said guys, I hope I will see you in my next YouTube crypto video.